Chapter 3. The Desperate Search. Lying on the floor, Samoan comforted his head with his hands behind his back. As if stargazing, Samoan stared at the ceiling. It sparkled like blue goldstone, he thought. Didn't Zyact say he tumbled down a hole too? Maybe Zyact was in the same predicament as myself. Staying here isn't really living a life. He's alone here. Samoan could see it in Zyact's eyes. They needed to get out of here. Even if Zyact lived with me on Earth, that'd be better than here, right? Then again, Zyact could take his powers with him. Samoan wished he could do enchanting stuff like that. Samoan wondered the trick behind the magic. He yawned with a sigh and slowly closed his eyes. The next morning, when Zyact awoke, Samoan was nowhere to be found. Zyact searched. "Samoan!" Zyact yelled, "Samoan!" Zyact felt like the quest went for hours and fear struck. Where could Samoan be? Samoan ran away. He felt so alone now. Figures, Zyact sighed as he sank to the floor. He slumped in the room Samoan was instructed to sleep last night. Either people are straight up mean to me, or they run away to get away from me. Zyact stared up at the wall. No, he reminded himself. I'm not going to sit here feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to be brave, go down that hallway, and look for him. Zyact started out along the dim-lit hallway. I knew I should have put a leash on that guy. Maybe when I find him, I'll make him a little chain. Then maybe he won't run away. Zyact pouted. I don't want to be alone. I'm not that bad of a guy, I swear. Meanwhile, Samoan had explored the area. Perhaps there was a sure way out of here. When he came up to a door, he decided to open and look beyond. Is this the game court, or somewhere else? After rummaging, a few things seemed oddly to change. Samoan began to feel lost. He wondered how to find Zyact. Soon Samoan's name came echoing through the cold hallways. The long hallway stretched beyond the basic 4 rooms. Samoan paused for a minute. Did I just hear my name? Zyact? Zyact! Where are you, Zyact? Is that you? Samoan started to walk toward the voice into an open field of grass. Zyact stopped at the game field's door and watched Samoan trot inside. Hey, there you are! Zyact's face occurred paler than usual as he shouted. Oh man, am I glad to see you. This place is huge. Samoan scampered and hugged Zyact. Zyact's ribs ached from the pressure from those strong arms. Samoan chattered. Man, I thought I'd starve to death. Sure is beautiful. Hoped maybe I could find a way out for the both of us. Maybe we could find our way home. You did say you'd help me. Zyact pushed away from the hug and gazed at the grass below, wiping at his eyes so that Samoan couldn't see. In silence, Zyact moved his hands. Find him. I won't allow this to happen again. We can't leave. Just like a curse, a collar and a metal leash trailed down from Samoan's neck. What the? Zyact, you said you'd help me get home. Samoan was grieved. I have a job and responsibilities. Don't you understand? I can't leave. I can't show you the way out either. I'm sorry I lied, Zyact replied. Upset, Samoan squat in the grass. Zyact, tell me you're not from this world. I told you I came from Earth. Zyact shook his head. When I first arrived here, I was just like you. I had obligations too. I wanted out until I realized it's safe here. It's better here. You'll learn to love it too. Here with me. Tell me how it's better to be here. You're all alone, no family, no friends, Samoan stated and glared into Zyact's direction. Zyact leaned down and returned Samoan's gaze. I'm not alone with you anyways. I didn't have friends back on Earth. No friends? Not even family? I'm sorry. Samoan played with his new leash and straightened up. Zyact, this isn't fair. So what's this? I'm your pet now? Going to take me on walks? Samoan folds his arms. Zyact, I swear you're better than this. You are my servant now, remember? Zyact asked. Anyway, I didn't have any friends. Zyact reflected on the bullies, then continued. And I had a father, but my mother had left us. Look, I'm sorry. Hey, you could live with me in my world. I don't know if these magical powers of yours will follow or not, but it's worth it to live a normal life, right? Simone negotiated. Zyact tottered. I never had these powers until I was trapped in this underground realm. Zyact hugged himself, indicating a discomfort in the idea of leaving the security. A normal life was a dangerous gamble, and by Zyact's standards, dictated that he'd go to a dog-eat-dog atmosphere. You never had powers till here. Do you think I could do something? Simone inquired. Zyact paused. I don't know, Simone. He tugged on Simone's chain. Let's just go back to my throne room. We'll play a game of chess. That sounds good to me. Playing someone besides the air sounds like a fun thing to do. Zyact tried to calm his nerves from losing the only other person in the realm. All right, Simone pursued. Can you conjure up some food for us first? He asked with a grin and wink. We actually have that game on my planet as well, but I wasn't ever interested in it, so you'll have to teach me. Changing subjects, Simone continued. How about some pizza and juicy cheese sticks for a side? Oh man, I sure am craving it. Zyact's hand tugged Simone's chain along to the throne room as he listened to Simone's alien speak. He never heard of such foods before. Zyact noticed he enjoyed holding the leash. It made him feel bonded to the strange earthling. Zyact bounced up the steps to his mighty throne. Once on top, he sat cross-legged. I do not understand pizza. However, I do understand breakfast in my world. It's a meal for awaking upon a new day. How about we have an egg omelet with cheese, burrito? Simone eagerly waited. Zyact smiled and nodded. I know of egg omelet and cheese. He raised his head and commanded the realm for a cheese omelet, and between the two men a table assembled with 2 large plates and silverware. On the plates a strange blue omelet with green slime on top waved. Simone wrinkled his nose. So, I guess that's what eggs look like in your world, huh? Zyact answered. Yes! He stepped down from his seat and pulled himself up to the table and picked up a fork. I forgot a drink. How about buoyberry? Simone laughed while poking the green slime. Buoyberry, I'd love some, I think. Simone wasn't familiar with this otherworldly fruit. Before he had time to guess, a cup appeared with purple juice inside. Zyact fed himself for a few seconds while Simone cautiously ate his unusual omelet. Before Zyact spoke, he chewed his food. I want to tell you something, Simone. What is it? Simone fidgeted with his fork. Zyact chewed on his omelet a few more times as he tasted the pepper and salt flavored ooze. I wanted to tell you that I have been happier with you around. Before you came, I must admit I was, Zyact rotated his fork, lonely, bored, and depressed. Smiling, Simone gawked at Zyact. Really? Well, if I make you this happy, how about joining me in my world? We could have fun together, and I can introduce you to the pleasures of pizza and hamburgers. Zyact recapped his emotion. I guess it felt like everything was pointless. I knew I existed. Everything was self-contained. Even if I had anything I could imagine, I lacked partnership. I lacked someone else's company, and that's a void this realm couldn't fill. Zyact breathed with a grin. I guess that sounds fun, seeing a new world. I guess that would fling me out of the same old place in life. Without forward movement, life becomes stale. Maybe you talked me into it, but Zyact coughed, have fears. Never fear, because I am here, Simone joked. No, really, that's not very dangerous where I come from. There are a few jerks from time to time. I think it's nothing you can't handle, especially with a friend like me. I live in a house with my family, my grandma and mother. You can live with me, no problem. I'll teach you the ropes of life on Earth. It's pretty basic, really. I can't handle any more cruelty, Zyact retracted. I swore I'd never allow anyone to hurt me again. You're scared of Grandma? Man, no one will hurt you. I won't let them. Just remember, I'm your guard, right? Simone related to guard duty over servitude any day. You want to be my knight? You want to be my fearless protector? Zyact had a hint of hope in his voice. "That's an even better upgrade." "Why, yes, I would, King Zyact." That made Samoan feel worthwhile. "And you promise you won't abandon me?" Zyact thought about how his mother left and how his life on Earth went downhill afterwards. "I promise I won't abandon you." Samoan meant every word he said. "We're friends, right? No one's left behind. I have to ask, though. You said something about your dad. Do you miss him?" Zyact blinked. My father? Well, he and I never had a good vibe." Zyact paused. "Really, you want to be my friend? I never had a friend before." "Never had a friend before?" Samoan admitted a shocked pose. "Why, sure, I'd love to be your friend, as long as you treat me with respect. That's all I ask." "I'll respect you, but I'm not sure anyone really taught me how to respect anyone before." Zyact looked back nervously. "But I'll try, okay, because I really like you." "Did your father not care about you?" "My dad was like that with me. Left my mom high and dry." Samoan reminisced on his mother and how hard it was on them when his father left. "My mom struggled financially until I aged enough to help her out." "I see." Zyact became empathic as he listened. "I don't know if Dad cared for me or not, but it doesn't matter any more now, I guess. I'm still worried about leaving the safety of this realm. I mean, why don't you want to stay here with me for as long as we live? It's not that bad, but seriously, living a life teaches you things you would never have known otherwise. I mean, if my dad hadn't left, I wouldn't have learned what it took to be a man." Samoan displayed the distress. "And how are you supposed to learn anything here?" I'll learn." Zyact searched for a possibility of any subject he could learn. No answer surfaced. "I'll go. I'll try to explore beyond this realm." The king, defeated, slouched. "Well, then, what are we waiting for? Let's go." With that remark, Samoan climbed to his feet. Zyact sensed surprise within, as he watched some spontaneous Samoan. "I guess that means no game of chess today," Zyact cackled. "I'm more eager to find home and make sure I still have my job," Samoan stressed. "Plus, who would help take care of Granny besides Mom? I'd feel really bad if something happened because of my absence." Zyact agreed. If Samoan had a family that actually loved and needed him, it would be selfish to argue. Zyact stood up straight and spoke. "All right, let's start on our journey out of here. But I warn you, I tried to find a way out once, and I never could escape. Beyond these rooms it is dim lit and frightening."